Right, first of all, how are preparations going? Not very long to go now. And
it's not. On the website, when you see the clock ticking down, it's enough to put you off. But this is what we've been working to, and eventually it's got to arrive. So we're all quite keen for the start day to come. I'm really happy with how preparations are going. The guys have done a fantastic job on the boat. Everything's coming together at the right time. She's been out of the water, had all her little care and attention done, and she's just gone back in the water. So we should be sailing her again next week. Physically and mentally, I've just had my last assessment with Leeds Met University, that have been doing my plan with me, and I'm peaking at the right time. I was strong enough and fit enough, and mentally I feel a lot more emotionally stable, so I'm more comfortable with what's ahead of me. I'm going to be less on this emotional roller coaster, I hope. I've prepared my food, which is quite bizarre that I fed myself for 100 days, so I know what I'm eating in January, which is a strange concept, but I've done it. So I'm in a good place at the moment, but I know once I arrive in France in a few weeks' time, that might kind of get a little bit out of control.
Now, you've been around the world before, obviously in sort of under slightly different circumstances. How different is this race going to be to the last time you went around the world?
So different, it's unbelievable. Around the world solo non-stop, you'd kind of think it was the same thing, but to go against the winds and currents was something I had to achieve. I was out there on my own, and it was just a case of achieving it overall. I had to just finish the event. And I learnt an awful lot. I had no experience solo sailing before I left, and it was a bit of a baptism of fire. Now I'm going against the world's best sailors in a race, full-on race, 24/7 for 3 months of hardcore in the right direction. So the boats are going faster, everything's full-on, and that added pressure is going to be a very different environment to live in.
How do you think you're going to sort of cope with the pressure? You know, Southern Ocean and all this sort of stuff. Everyone's talking about, oh God, it's crazy. How do you think you kind of can get over that?
It is crazy, but the boats are designed to do it. I know that it's bad and it can be horrible, but it doesn't last forever. And relative to what I've experienced, I was down there for 88 days, and this time I'm going to be down there for about 40. So all I have to do is keep in the back of my mind it's not going to last forever. And otherwise it is full on, but it's what I've stepped up to do. So it's a case of concentrate on my own race, be aware of where everyone else is, but it's 40% of the people that start aren't going to finish, and I want to make sure I'm in the 60% that finish.
What does the race mean to you then? What are you going to be feeling when you're sort of on that start line and ready to go and everything?
I think I'll still be like, God, am I really lined up with these guys? Because these guys are really good, so there is a little bit of, am I really here doing this? But it's the achievement. To finish this race, I'll be one of the few that have done the Vendée Globe. It is the Everest of solo sailing. It is what everybody cherishes to do. And I've been very fortunate with Aviva to have the opportunity to do it. I've had a great team to get me here, and now I've just got to go and deliver. So it's a massive opportunity in life, and I need to just grasp it with both hands.
Was there ever a point where, sort of 10, 15 years ago, you thought this is where you'd be now? Never,
not at all. I was happily teaching in a classroom with no idea who Mike Golding was, what he'd achieved. I honestly say I wouldn't have known much about the Vendée Globe. I changed careers. My first job was with Mike Golding, and I saw him go off for the 2000 start of the Vendée Globe, and I was just like, wow, this is amazing. But still never really thought that 8 years later I'd be doing that same thing. So it's been a strange turn of events, but I've really kind of taken the opportunities when they've come up.
Are you looking forward to it?
At the moment, I'm happy, relaxed, happy with the preparations and where I am. And yeah, it's going to be an awesome thing to do. Ask me in a couple of weeks and I'll be like, oh, I can't believe I'm going to get around the world again. So those emotions will change and develop, but ultimately I'm excited and really happy to be doing it.